plot of Halo 5 Guardians just proves what we already know. And that's that Microsoft could not let go of their previous franchises. Like, as Halo, this is already known fact. Halo 3 ends, blah blah blah, end of the series. Oh hey, this studio called 343 comes out of nowhere, and Microsoft gives them the #1 franchise in the world. Oh, dude, Halo's over, but find a way to bring it back. Just find some stupid plot. Oh, okay, so then Cortana goes on and dies. And then just the plot, Cortana, I'm not spoiling really anything that much, but in some way, Cortana comes back. I'm not going to really give it away anything here, but can you let go of something that's gone? Like, you see deja vu with Gears of War. Oh, hey, no new Gears this year. We're going to release a collection of it. Now, Uncharted's guilty of doing this too. But, oh, hey, Collision Studio, whatever the hell it's called. Here, you can have Gears is done, but find some stupid way to bring back the Locust and Marcus Phoenix.
The biggest personality, you might say the biggest ego is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. His ability on the ball is second to none, Martin.
They just can't let it go. I mean, yeah, they got 3 new IPs coming out. But compared to PlayStation, they just aren't, like, messing around. Like, look at what PlayStation has. That Detroit game from, Quantic Dream, that's innovation at its best. The graphics look amazing, which apparently Xbox fanboys don't care about. It's all about the frame rate. And yet, whenever we do that, and, like, with Uncharted multiplayer being 900p, they're like, oh, it's last gen, it's only 900p. Okay, that's what you wanted. You're complaining. They just did it for the fans. But anyway, like Dreams, if something like Dreams were to come out on the Xbox One, people would probably die. Like, who would honestly think that Dreams, the Xbox would release anything like Dreams? Because that game looks like it might be the next Little Big Planet, to be honest. Like, it might be even bigger than Little Big Planet. So I need to adjust my mic. Okay, anyway, then you look at games. You have Quantum Break. Okay, yeah, innovative. The time warping thing that looks amazing. But I mean,
very much in free kick territory.
How it's a shooter.
Well, the ref's given a foul.
Okay, and then you look at Scalebound in a way. Scalebound, oh, it's an RPG exclusive. It's an RPG. Xbox has an exclusive RPG. Okay, but then you look at it. They just need to add them little things. Like, oh, we need to make it as American as possible. Like the headphones. And all the music. Like, oh yeah, man, killing dragons. That's exactly how the games have to be. Not just like, alright, let's kill dragons, level up, blah. Like, look at Horizon. You don't see any dude bro things in Horizon. Okay, I'm not saying Scalebound's are innovative. It looks pretty amazing. Graphical wise, it looks pretty decent, but
the opposition back off.
Then you look at Crackdown.
Ball gets to here.
How is that innovative? It's basically a same thing as Crackdown 2. Oh, the cloud. Okay, tell me how that works. If it works, then you could just come to my channel and spam me. But seriously, how I don't. Even if it does work, it's still just going with a rocket launcher and blowing things up. Eventually, it's got to get old for you Xbox fans, but I mean, I don't get it. But Halo multiplayer, it seems like it's doing really well. It took a big graphical hit from 60 FPS, but I mean, people saying it's the most balanced multiplayer yet since Halo 3. So, Halo 4's multiplayer was awful. You like, most people were flying around in a Banshee or in a Mantis. That was horrible. It was awful.
Even at the expense of a corner.
Okay. So, another topic, next topic.
He's got his fist to it.
It's Halo 5 again. The reviews that Halo 5 have been getting. And you see, this is mostly with Xbox, who are saying, how is Halo 5? They were getting so bad reviews. It's an 85 on Metacritic. Come on. It's not like a amazing game, but it's still 85 is a pretty solid game. Like, you think Infamous is good? Like, if you think Infamous is pretty solid, it's a little bit higher than Infamous Second Son. the rating, because Infamous was like an 80, 81, something like that.
In these circumstances, and he was.
But it's a little bit higher than that. That's a solid game. I mean, Infamous took some criticism. That's why it's still a little bit lower than Halo 5, but 85, 86 is still a solid game. Like, what do you expect? Every Halo game to be a 95 or above?
Supporting player alongside.
Like, after Halo 4, you can't expect Bungie Halo quality. Like, to be honest, the campaign, other besides Cortana, I'm not going to give any spoilers, pretty generic. Oh, hey, we're going after this guy. Save Dr. Halsey. I'm still not giving anything away. Like, that's the beginning of the campaign. The first thing, first words, go save Dr. Halsey. I'm not spoiling anything for you. But what happens to Dr. Halsey is I'm gonna keep that a secret. Oh, okay. So, save Dr. Halsey. Switches to Master Chief. Without, like, what happened to Dr. Halsey, nobody knows. Master Chief. Oh, wait to kill this one dude. Okay, back to Spartan Lock. Infinity orders Chief to come home or whatever. Send Spartan Lock after them. Hey, guess what? That whole campaign with Master Chief dying at Spartan Lock's like knees, that never happens. The big battle between Locke and whatever the hell, Master Chief, never happens.
Cross coming in now.
So, you know,
he's moved in trying to.
Is it a good campaign? You know, people like Halo's all about the multiplayer. At the beginning, it was like, no, it's about the campaign. Like, look at the first Halo, no multiplayer. It's the highest rated Halo, 97 in Metacritic. Like Halo 2, first multiplayer, 96. Like, that was the first multiplayer ever to be like that. At that time, that was good. Halo 3,
and in goes the cross.
It's like the same thing. People are like, oh, how are they going to make it? They added so many random modes. And then at the end of Halo 3, when Bungie was like making Reach and we're handing it over to 343, it was basically just Team Slayer. It's basically Halo 2 multiplayer all over again. So people have seen a drop since Halo 3. Oh, why? Xbox wondered. Because basically just the same multiplayer. But what was Halo really about? It's true Halo fans buy it for the campaign. And then they have a very good multiplayer to go along with it. It's not the best multiplayer in the world like it was in Halo 2. And now that the campaign's down, they have risen up with Warzone. Warzone doesn't seem that innovative. I mean, that's, what else can you do? It looks cool.
He's frustrated because he is
but
caught
still,
offside.
like, it's nothing.
He made his run a bit too
so
soon.
without Warzone, it's basically the same Halo. And then they got elimination mode, whatever. Okay, that's great. 60 FPS.
Morgan Sanson.
Okay. So I'd give Halo about an 8. It's not the biggest exclusive of the year, still Bloodborne, but you know, Halo. I don't know. Halo's still good. I'm interested to see what happens with Halo 6 in like 2 or 3 years. I'm guessing 2 years with Halo Wars. Let's say do a Halo 5 ODST or UNSC or whatever. Because there's so many teams in UNSC. There's Infinity, there's ODSC. So if they do a Halo 5 Infinity, I wouldn't be surprised. And then the year after that, here comes Halo 6.
Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation.
Okay, so next topic, Uncharted. Multiplayer looks awful, to be honest. Mystical.
Whistle from the referee.
At first, when the trailer comes out, the graphics look cartoonish. People are like, oh, okay, they still look really good, but people are like, what's going on here? Well, number one, the game's not fully built, and people like, graphics take a toll when the game isn't fully built. Unless it's Watch Dogs, then they just lie to your face. But anyway, like if you remember Crackdown looked like a PS2 game. It's definitely not going to look like that. Like people, even like the developers, like, oh, it's an early build. Same with NBA. When they released it at like Gamescom or like E3, it's still like in an early build. It kind of looks like PS2. So, multiplayer is probably obviously an early build, but that's not the topic. It's 60 frames, but it has to be 900p. I don't mind. Now, if it was 720p, I'd mind, Because you can tell the difference between 1080p and 720p. But between 1080p and 900p, there's really no difference. As long as the detail is up, because you can have better detail without resolution. But resolution just adds, it's like icing on top of cake. So 900p won't bad. But if the graphics do stay the same like that, like in the trailer, they look awful, I'm sorry. But people who are saying Uncharted isn't going to look good graphically and single player needs to go look at the trailer. Like, it's the best looking game of the year, maybe even of all time. I don't care what you say about Quantum Break. Even Quantum Break isn't as open as Uncharted. The more open the game, the less good it's going to look, or else you have to close the maps. But that thing with the time warp, I really hope that works, because that just looks amazing. The game, people saying that console hardware is underpowered. Not really. Most games, graphically yes, but most games only take like 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the new consoles have that. Graphically, it looks fine. 4K, 2K, whatever. 1080p is fine. Some games are even starting to run in like indie games, 144p, or no, 444p. Very close. That's almost a 2K. Well, I think World of Tanks is 4K. So, anyway, so the thing we need to talk about Uncharted is the Mysticals gotta go. They're better, and the thing is, there better be a classic mode where you don't have to use the Mysticals, or else I'm gonna be pretty mad. Because that's gonna make it so, like, OP and, like, casual. I don't mind, like you say, now the thing that sounds really cool is you can spawn NPC players from the campaign. That sounds really cool. As long as they don't OP it. But if there's a mode where you can have no mysticals, like classic mode, that'd be nice. And then that'd make it basically a perfect ideal for me. You know, to make it even more perfect, they should have a playlist that has everything. A playlist that has no mysticals but NPCs. And a playlist that has nothing. And if you want to make it even better, make it for the people who want mysticals but not NPCs. But I don't see the point of that. But if people want it, then why not? But that's going a little bit overboard.
He got some power behind the ball, just not the direction.
So, back to Uncharted overall. Uncharted 4, the campaign's going to be awesome. I just know it, I hope. Hopefully it's better than Halo 5's. Multiplayer is always going to be better than Halo. But hopefully it's not some stupid campaign like Halo 5.
Danger was looming large.
To be honest, I'm going to admit it right now. I know it's not right to judge a game when you don't play it. But the thing I'm just mad about is how they can't let things go. Oh, hey, we're going to end the Halo series and bring it back. It's different if you reboot the series. But they just don't want people to think it as a new IP and like, oh, it's not Halo once it was. Because once you change the series, bring it back, technically a reboot. You should treat it like a new IP, especially if you have a new developer making the game. But wonder what game will next be a developer. I mean, what's Scalebound being developed by Platinum Games? Watch it be 343 next time, or Coalition Studios. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, finally we're going to talk about a little bit more of Paris Game Week. Gravity Rush 2, whatever. Halo, okay. Uncharted 4 multiplayer, whatever. Horizon, oh my god. That little game looks huge. The new dinosaur, came along. They added RPG elements. Like you could see like health bars above everything. That was like a new type of dinosaur. He was shooting lasers from his eyeball. Oh my god. Then the new mechanics they used. And people keep like saying how the dinosaurs are weak. You could just, it even said it was only half health. So I'm excited about that.
Could be a booking here.
Also, a new thing I'm excited about is Detroit, the new game from Quantic Dream at QTE. I don't care if it's interactive game, don't care. Graphics look amazing.
Look back again.
And to wrap, my favorite thing probably from the show, it's hard to say. They announced so many good things, but so it's hard to say. What was your favorite? Put in the comment section. Diverse, whatever, I forget the name, is out.